I have a word for y'all, and I'm gonna try to concise this for you because it's a big one. Some of y'all have been going like, I want to be married, I want to be in love, I want kids, and I want to go, like, it's great. It's a great desire to have. And apart from learning whether or not this is aligned to God's will, some of y'all are really not ready. You guys don't understand what it means to be married and be in a relationship. I've come from a culture where, like my friends and I, we've all like head-butted each other, ego, sized each other up, fought like cats and dogs, and at the end of it gone like, hey, do you want to go grab chai? And we're like, yes. We thought you'd never ask. And we go get chai. However, a lot of y'all Canadians, I've noticed, well, not all, a lot of you, okay? Either when there's conflict, you kind of run for the hills. You don't know how to reconcile. You're just like, oh, she or he or they had different opinions, so we're just not going to, confront it. Like, forget it. Don't want it. Cancel culture as well, big thing here. And which is very, very surprising to me because no wonder you guys are sad. You don't know the value of friendships and relationships as much as you think you do. Because if your first instinct is to run or to cut it off, you're not ready for a marriage, honey. You're not. You're not ready for a relationship. Because I'm gonna use my parents for this. Mom, Dad, if you're seeing this, hi, love you. In the 27 years of knowing them, they have had a lot of conflicts. They've gone through so much together. But they always chose each other. They moved past the, how could you do this? How could you say these things? How could you let that person blah, 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 blah? Because they fought their parents to be together. And they made their vows, through sickness and health, through the ups and downs, until death do us part, I will submit. And so they choose to sacrifice themselves to be together. In a way. Not like, the whole like idolatry sense of sacrifice, or like the whole how modern society thinks of submission as like, oh, their opinions is more important than logic itself. No. They just choose each other because they believe that their relationship and their marriage is a lot bigger than the conflicts that they have, and they choose to reconcile with each other. They choose to say that those arguments and those differences are not going to push them apart. And so if you don't see yourself being able to do that, there's a lot of internal work you still need to do. Well, what's the internal work? Complete contentedness in God, super strong relationship with God, because He's the only one who's going to be able to tell you and give you the knowledge and wisdom to maneuver through your marriage. And God forbid that there are points where you really dislike your spouse. Because there might be times, there might be a day where you'll roll over on your bed, look at your spouse and be like, did I just make a mistake? What are you gonna do then? You gonna go find somebody else? Sexual immorality is one of the biggest reasons why, the covenant of marriage is broken, so divorce. And the other one is also hard-heartedness and hard-headedness, which is basically, their way or the highway, which makes, any lack of compromise is or the lack of no man's land is what's going to make it worse, right? There'll be no peace. Again, if you don't know or don't see yourself being able to handle that, or you're unable to handle your own friendships and relationships, you're not ready for marriage, baby. I'm so sorry. You're not. Because it's gonna take a lot of you. It's gonna take a lot of self-sacrifice to put your spouse. So it's God first on the hierarchy, right, of the marriage. God first in the hierarchy, then your spouse, because then you'll be able to take care of them, love them the way you're supposed to, or respect them the way you're supposed to. Because it's wives respect your husbands, husbands love your wives. Men and women work differently. You guys might have to go into scripture to learn that properly, what that looks like. And then of course your kids and the rest of your family. Learn that ministry. Learn how to maintain your current friendships and relationships. And understand what it means to be in peace with God, content and joyful regardless of situation. Because then you'll be able to endure, and that endurance will be able to build your character and make it a lot more smooth sailing. I'm about to give you a word, and I'll put this in a different TikTok as well, but some of y'all are asking God, because at some point in the marriage you'll ask God to part the seas when He's asking you to just walk on the water. Learn how to do that. Learn how to do that. God bless you.